Everything that guy just says, bullshit. Thank you.
What? 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 Spiritu 21 is here to save the day by always exposing all the fake rumors.
I can't explain why I shine and no one else shines. I think everybody shines in different things. And a lot of things I can't do. I can't play basketball like every other black person in America. But I can act. I know how to go to that true spot in myself because I'm there every day. I can be me. I can be whoever because I'm true to me. I can go to neutral easily. A lot of people, black, white, Mexican, young or old, fat or skinny, have a problem being true to themselves. They have a problem looking in the mirror and looking directly into their own souls. The reason I sell 6 million records, the reason I can go to jail and come out without a scratch, the reason I can walk around, the reason I am who I am today is because I can look directly into my face and find my soul. It's there. It's not sold. I didn't sell it. It's still within me. I still feel it. My heart is still connected to my body. So I could, any character, I'm gonna bring that intensity, that truth, and that honesty to it because I have to repay for that blessing from Black Jesus, from God. I have to pay for that by shining. If he give you the voltage and you waste it, that's the curse. He gave me the voltage, I'm gonna shine. It's not mine, it's from God, it's God. Not that it's so special that nobody got it, but all of our gifts and blessings and our strengths and our weaknesses come from God. Come from Black Jesus or whoever comes from within you, you know what I mean? So it's not really tricky. Everybody can do it if they just can go to that spot. I guess all the things that happened to me in my life allow me to go there easily. Now, if you're not dark inside and you come to this world, it'll turn you dark. You know what I'm saying? And so if you really have sunshine in you, it's not good to play in the dark. It's just going to extinguish your fire. Believe in yourself and don't let nobody stop you from doing what you got to do. You got to have faith. If you can't find faith in the world, find faith in God, find faith in yourself, but you got to have...
In retrospect, how would you say that your life has been? What would you say about your life? How would you define it?
I would say it's been like a test on my faith. You know what I'm saying? You know how, I guess his name was Job in the Bible, who God just did all of this crazy stuff to him just to make sure his faith was straight. And that's how it was. It made me, if I didn't have all of this stuff, I don't think that my feet would have been so firm to where I could stand up for anything, you know, and I would be less ready to deal with what's out there.
Yeah.
So. I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change it. I don't know how to change it, but I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody's going to clean it up. People can tell you, you know, don't do this or don't do that, but my whole mind state is that if we don't ever go outside of the boundaries, we will never change anything, we will never begin anything, we will never start anything. We'll just keep talking about the people who did it once and told us not to go outside the thing. That's just like I'm telling Christopher Columbus that the world is flat. You know what I mean? I'm doing the same thing. They're telling me you can't do this. You can only rap. And if you rap, you can only rap about this. And then you can't act. And if you act, you can only do the black films. And you know, you can't be you can't be an artist or a celebrity and go out still. And you can't be an artist and still have fun and still be true. I don't like that. So I try to go outside the boundaries. Sometimes it's effective and it's positive. Sometimes it's negative and it blows up in my face. You could be one kind of an artist, or you could be another kind of artist. I want to be an exceptional artist, and I want to be here for the longevity. You know, I want to be, when it's over, I want it to be more than just for the beats and the bass lines. I want it to be for something. I want to stand for something, you know? I don't want to be just a regular statistic, you know what I'm saying? I want to break the mold. So while everybody's saying how they can't do it, I want to do it. And then when I do it, watch everybody do it. Then I go back to thugging fully again, you know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm listening to what everybody's saying. What it seems like the whole country is saying. Everybody is losing people. Everybody's at the cemetery. You know what I'm saying? That's when you can do your best business. So I want to see what I can do to change it. And if I can't, and if it don't work, then, you know, I'll go another route. But this is just one thing I want to try. I got a song called Me Against the World. It's perfect for all this. Perfect. Me against the world. It's just got nothing to lose. It's just me against the world.
For Thug Life, when you were with Digital, working as a roadie and as a dancer, was that real? When I mean, I just read that you used to like do dance, you know, the dances with the plastic.
Dance with the naked doll. That was me. That's what I mean by I'm real. I'm truly hardcore because I needed the money and I had to work. So if he told me that for me to get paid, I had to go out there in bikini briefs and hop on top of this doll, and that's how I got to get paid. And I was homeless at the time. That's what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? But what I did was not let him pimp me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I just did that because that was my order. As soon as I got the chance to say what was on my mind, I said what was on my mind. And we have a platinum record now. You know what I'm saying? So I went from dancing naked with the dolls, being unknown, to now having a platinum record. You know what I'm saying? And now I don't have to never touch another naked doll. I'll never have to dance, jiggle, nothing. I can hire dancers. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 people dancing. I can have people dancing in the audience. You know what I'm saying? Well, you have to work from one point to go to another point. So I admire the work ethic. I think that it should be reinforced throughout our neighborhoods, that everybody should work hard. Practice makes perfect. You have to be diligent about what you want. You have to apply yourself. You have to motivate yourself. And you have to do it for self, by yourself. And then you can do things for other people. But that's what I had to do. I had to do for self. So they told me to watch my language. Fuck that.
I live thug life, but let the money come to me. Cause they can never take the game from a young G. I'm getting money.
I mean, it was cool because I got a chance to speak to young black males all over the country about this new idea called Thug Life, which is a new kind of black power.
And when I say thug life, I mean that shit. Cause these white folks see us as thugs. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care if you think you a lawyer, if you a man, if you an African American, if you whatever the fuck you think you are. We thugs and niggas to these motherfuckers. You know? And until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans and we out here dying? We thugs and we niggas until we set this shit right. Trust me when I tell you that shit.
Young black males out there identify with Thug Life, but I couldn't handle it. I could handle it, but not right away.
Mr. Shakur, can we get a comment from you at all?
Hell no. Thug Life.
No,
Thug Life. Thug Life. That's my comment.
What's that mean? I don't understand.
This is yours.
What did happen?
Thug Life. Imagine you have 14,000 people ready to do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? When you have all over the country people waiting to hear what you want to do. All of a sudden, I got people in the penitentiary, big-time OG criminals, calling me, telling me they want me to lead their movement. I mean, I'm gonna have a problem.
Would you characterize yourself as somebody who was very angry before you went to prison?
Nah, I thought I was charming.
Then why were you always getting in all these altercations? I mean, something was going on.
I have spirit.
Spirit.
I have so much spirit, man, where no one else would do things, I would do it.
Well, a lot of people have spirit, but they don't.
Because they're smart and they're mature, and I was immature before.
I see.
So my spirit was handled in an immature manner. I just let it run. Now I'm a little bit more mature, and I'm going to get even more mature with time. So now I'm more mature, I can go, I know I want to do that. This is what I would do, but I ain't going to do it.
How would you characterize yourself in the past? What does immature mean to you?
I was immature. I did things without thinking. My actions came before thought.
And sometimes maybe words too.
And all my words came before thought. Things that I did, things I said. There's so many things I want to take back.
Like what?
It's gone now, so I can't take it back. But I wish I could have, but I can't now. But
because you are sort of known for having a big mouth.
Yeah.
No offense.
I am known, and I don't mind either. I know people feel like that, but I don't care. You know what I mean? This is how I feel, and then I'm in the business, right? So I hate hearing other people's thoughts. Like I'll be watching something, and I'll be like, he's lying. He doesn't feel like that. So that made me go out. When I finally got my shot to go on the camera, it made me go out there and say everything I really wanted to say, instead of being like politically correct or thinking about how this would hurt people or thinking about how this would come out. I just was to say things just because I knew no one says that. Be calm, quiet, and very into my work and totally focused and totally disciplined and boring. You know what I mean? Or I could be fun, but dangerous. Not only to other people, but to myself. Mm-hmm. Because I'm like a kid in a candy store. All of this is new. I'm 25, you know what I mean? And it's like, got cash, everything you dreamed of, and they've held me back in so many other circumstances that now it's your time to go, and it's kind of hard, difficult to keep yourself from just pressing the gas down all the way. Basically just taking my time and thinking and analyzing situations and trying to think before I do things. I'm very passionate Geminis, you know, me and Prince, we Gemini, we passionate.
I like that.
I'm a motherfucker that gotta have my own. I got to hustle for my own. And any man out there got to feel me. It ain't about milking off the next man. That's a motherfucking hoe. I'm a motherfucking pimp. I'm finna come up on my own. I'm gonna get my own sack. I don't wanna be nobody worker all my life. I want my own motherfucking kilo. You understand me? So that's what I did. And Shock a hustler, and I'm a hustler, so everybody understand it. Ain't no one man gonna stay in one spot forever. That's a sucker. I'm a hustler. I'm gonna come up. So I took what little bit he gave me and doubled up and doubled up and doubled up, and I've been doubling since. I'm the whole, I have no motherfucking fear. I have no fear. I have only ambition, and I want mine, and I will do anything to protect and feed my family.
I prayed to God every night. I still do that. I just wanted, I wanted God to know that even though I was going through the worst of times, I still recognized it as being something greater than myself, and that I'm not gonna give up my faith just because it's going bad for me, because He was there when I was living good. So I just want Him to know that, you know, that I'm not no punk, I'm not soft-hearted, that when it gets bad, I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't believe in God no more. I believe in God all the time, every day, all day, good and bad, rough and hard, 5 shots, jail time, everything, good time, $1 million, Benzes, all that. I always believe in God, because He gave it all to me.
What's up next for you after this project?
Forward, up, faster, bigger, taller. I got things that's in front of me, but I won't know till I step in it. Again, you have to be logical. You know, if I know that in this hotel room they have food every day, and I'm knocking on the door every day to eat, and they open the door, let me see the party, let me see like them throwing salami all over I mean, just like throwing food around, but they're telling me there's no food in here. You know what I'm saying? Every day, I'm standing outside trying to sing my way in. You know what I'm saying? We are hungry, please let us in. We are hungry, please let us in. After about a week, that song is gonna change to, we hungry, we need some food. After 2-3 weeks, it's like, you know, give me on the food, breaking out the door. And after a year, you just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm picking the lock, coming through the door, blasting, you know what I'm saying? It's like you hungry, you reached your level, you don't want any more. We asked 10 years ago. We was asking with the Panthers. We was asking with them, you know, with civil rights movement. We was asking, you know, now those people that were asking, they're all dead and in jail. So now what do you think we're gonna do? I would tell each and every person out there, don't forget about that clicking up thing, you know what I mean? Be to yourself, stay to yourself, trust nobody. Trust nobody. After dog. You know what I mean? Straight up. My closest friends did me in. My closest friends, my homies, people who I done took care of their whole family. I done took care of everything for them, looked out for them, put them in the game, everything turned on me. Fear is stronger than love. Remember that. Fear is stronger than love. All the love I gave didn't mean nothing when it came to fear. So it's all good. But I'm a soldier. I always survive. I'll constantly come back. You know what I mean? Only thing that can kill me is death. That's the only thing that'll ever stop me is death. And even then, my music will live forever. So I don't fit in. That's hell. It's hell when you can't be around your peers. All my life I grew up around black people, poor people, but I can't live around poor people now because they'll rob me. And why would they rob me? Because they're starving, because there's no money here. But they're telling me, now that I made a little money, I have to move here. So it's not like no one's ever trying to deal with this section. They're just moving away from it. And we're gonna have more stars coming from together, but they're gonna all move this way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all the society is doing is leeching off the ghetto. They use the ghetto for their pain, for their sorrow, for their culture, for their music, for their happiness, for their movies, to talk about boys in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be another I don't want to be 50 years old at a BET We Shall Overcome Achievement Awards. You know what I'm saying? Not me. You know, I want when they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. They know what I'm going to say. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we're supposed to do? I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change it. I don't know how to change it, but I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody's going to clean it up. Everybody's getting pimped. Whether you work a 9 to 5 or whether you work for yourself, you're getting pimped by somebody. That's not the crime. The crime is how long you allow yourself to get pimped. You have to come up. Everything is a come up. Everything is a struggle. You start from the bottom, working to the top. I think everybody shines in different things. It's important that I just put myself 100%, apply myself, and represent, the young black male, whatever I do. More importantly that than, let's get something real meaty, real political. I really just want to put myself, make myself being political by having my principles, living by my principles, and applying myself to today's society. I don't want to be I don't want to be 50 years old at a BET, We Shall Overcome Achievement Awards. You know what I'm saying? Not me. I want when they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. Every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. They know what I'm going to say. All BS aside, it all comes down to we got to survive. Even warriors put their spears down on Sundays. We got to survive here in this country. We got to survive here. For us to survive here, white folks, black folks, Korean folks, Mexican folks, Puerto Ricans, we got to understand each other. We got to take a bigger chance. And when I say Americans, people think I'm talking about Uncle Sam. Actually Uncle Sam with the gray hair and the flag. You, the guy, you, the mechanic, wherever, you. You need to do something. You need to check yourself and see how racist you are. You know what I'm saying? It's real. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we're supposed to do? I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change it. I don't know how to change it, but I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody's going to clean it up.
My mother taught me 3 things: respect, knowledge, search for knowledge. It's an eternal journey. That's like my haircut, the line. 360 degrees, find knowledge, always. And she taught me to not be quiet. If there's something on my mind, speak it. That was the breath. She always taught, but also to listen. And she told me this little joke that God gave you 2 ears to listen and 1 mouth to speak. 2 ears and 1 mouth, common sense. 1 mouth, you should speak, but you should also listen. And that's where the knowledge comes from, listening. And once you get the knowledge, you can speak. And it helps you. So she taught me respect, knowledge, and understanding, mostly, just listening. You say, I made a mistake. We should have gave them some money. We really should have helped these folks. It's gonna be too late, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when you gotta pay your own karma. It's too much money here. Nobody should be hitting lotto for 36 million and we got people starving in the streets. That is not idealistic, that's just real. That is just stupid. There's no way Michael Jackson should have, or whoever Jackson, should have $1,000,000 billion and then there's people starving. There's no way. There's no way that these people should own planes and their people don't have houses, apartments, shacks, drawers, pants. I know you're rich. I know you got $40 billion, but can you just keep it to 1 house? You only need 1 house. And if you only got 2 kids, can you just keep it to 2 rooms? Why have 52 rooms and there's somebody with no room? It just don't make sense to me. It don't. And then these people celebrate Christmas. They got big trees, huge trees, all the little trimmings. Everybody got gifts, and then somebody's starving. And they're having a white Christmas. They're having a great Christmas, eggnog and the whole 9. That's not fair to me. It depends on who you're writing your music for. If you're writing your music for the guy at the office, then Public Enemy is doing a bad job. But if they were doing their music for black people or for people who want to come to a better understanding on how things really are, then they did a good job. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see the true picture. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if he feels uncomfortable. Because what about when I felt uncomfortable for 400 years? You know
know what I'm saying? Then now all of a sudden it's bad to talk about some real. Anytime somebody pulls a trigger or there's any kind of gunshot, everybody starts running for cover. But everybody's really doing all this shooting in the streets. You know what I'm saying? All this Iran-Contra stuff and that war, all that's violence to me. That's real violence. What we're talking about is fake violence. All this, what we're rapping, it happens in the streets, but us rapping about it is not the violence. And the movie about it is not the violence. You know what I'm saying? It's an adventure world that we are creating. Trying to get out, what we're doing is using our brain to get out of the ghetto any way we can. So we tell these stories, you know what I'm saying? And they tend to be violent because our world tends to be filled with violence. I would rather tell a young black male to educate his mind, arm yourself, and be free and defend yourself than, just sit there and turn the other cheek. So whatever message that sends out, that's the kind of message it is.
No, but precisely in the film, sort of things degenerate when Bishop does arm himself.
But he didn't educate his mind.
That's true.
That was just violence. It had nothing to do with his brain. It had nothing to do. He used the wrong targets. That's absolutely wrong, and I know everybody's going to see that when they see the movie. He didn't do anything to help himself get out of his situation. And in fact, Q was closest to getting out of his situation. He used his mind. When you use your brain, it doesn't always have to come to a violent end, but sometimes it does, and that's all that I'm saying. That is a choice.
Yeah, I think that
they
the
give
movie
us
shows that it's definitely a choice.
They never show you that, okay, the cop's beating on you. You have a choice. Violence to defend yourself, you know what I'm saying? Turn the other cheek or wait for the news cameras to come and talk about it.
Like Rodney King.
Like Rodney King. I'm talking about doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's happened to me. The police beat me up in the middle of the street for no reason, just simply because I cursed at them. Because they were harassing me and I cursed at them. Now they beat me up. Now, in reality, I couldn't shoot him. Like in my rhymes, I would say, you know what I'm saying, pow, pow, you know what I'm saying? It was a shootout, but I couldn't do that in reality. But in my rhymes, it vents that anger because I can, fire back at the police and won't go to jail for life. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's just words.
Right. And my music, and a lot of this music, it's only talking about the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
You mean the only people that have anything to worry about?
Mm-hmm.
But it seems to me that the people that are being oppressed are the ones that have a lot to worry about too, because they're the ones that are getting beat on every day or not.
Right, and that's why they need to start, striking back, beating back.
So now why would you choose acting as a career when it's going to be harder compared to all the visibility that you can get with music, or do you plan to continue?
I'm doing both. I'm still in Digital Underground.
Solo album
My solo album, Tupacalypse now, is out in the stores, doing good. I still got music with Digital Underground. That album is doing very well. So it's all just basically showing and proving. I'm made it out, and I want to stay out. And I want to show by my actions and by my interviews that this is how you stay out. You know what I'm saying? And it's still real. I'm still that young black male. I didn't turn into, Arsenio or Cosby. You know what I'm saying? I'm still the same man.
Those people don't say anything to you. They're the people that are the most visible to young people today.
Those are the people who I admire. I've been, like in all these other interviews, I know people are going to trip because I've been down in these people. But what I failed to say was how much I admired these people. You know what I'm saying? Like Spike Lee and Arsenio Hall. I admire these people. Eddie Murphy, these people who I wanted to get into the business for. And they got into the business and didn't give me any way to get in. You know what I'm saying? It took earnest to get me in. I want people to know is that don't support the phonies. Support the real. You know what I mean? How can these people be talking about how they so real and they don't care about our communities? How can they be talking about what they, all this, the hood, blah, 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 blah. They don't care about our communities. You know what I mean? Listen to the words that people say in their lyrics and tell me if that's some real, if that's real to you. You know what I mean? Listen to what they saying. Don't just bob your head to the beat. Peep the game. And listen to what I'm saying and hold us accountable for it.
thug for life.